Okay, can you describe what was in the document that Mr. Ambrose gave to the council?
On Thursday, we had an update from the administration that talked about our revenue shortfalls. Part of that was looking at potential scenarios on how to deal with this $3 million shortfall. It was anywhere from cutting expenditures to no travel, and dealing with that to meet that $3 million. To the biggest extent was the potential of having to lay off 75 employees. Part of this is still being discussed with labor to see what buy-ins we can get. They're part of what the administration is looking at from labor at this particular time is to freeze wages, possibly take a 2% decrease to change their benefits. All of those are things that are on the table that they're talking to the administration about. And then there's the issue that there might be services that we would have to change or cut, and that's all part of something that the administration is currently working on. There is no plan for council right now to deal with the deficit elimination. I think the thing that's critical, though, is that we have 6 months left of this budget, a little more than 6 months, and every day that goes by, that means that there's less opportunity to fill that hole with what our current budget is. So it's going to be important for the administration to get us that plan, and it's important that the public have an opportunity to weigh in as to how they believe it will affect them and their services as well.
How do you feel about the communication on the budget between the administration and the council? Are you satisfied with it?
Well, I'm somewhat surprised that it was the day after the election that we found out that we were another $1.2 million in the hole compared to the 1.8 that we had heard about through revenue sharing. They had to have known that at the collection of property tax time. That there was going to be issues there. The Board of Water and Light gives us a payment in lieu of taxes. They knew that there was a problem. So, part of this, again, is helping us and helping the public solve it is more information up front, a better opportunity then for us to collectively look at it and see what we can do to help save money. And I think the public wants to see that happen. If you're telling them that there's the potential of cutting an employee, but we're spending money on color printing, or we're spending money on the Christmas balls that are in the center of Washington Avenue, I mean, those make a difference. And I think the public is willing to do away with some of what they would determine as frills to make sure that we have the basic services.
What about the $90,000 a year that we spend on a Washington lobbyist? Is that worthwhile?
Well, I think everything has to be evaluated. I think you have to see what you're getting for that $90,000. Can you equate that there's actually revenues, whether it's grant monies, whether it's access, whatever it is that is coming back because we're spending that money? And those things, has there been a real evaluation of each one of those things to determine whether that is making sense? We pay a great deal of money for outside legal advice. Would it make more sense to hire one more city attorney position that might be able to fill some of that void instead of paying it to an outside service? Those are questions that should be on the table, that we should be asking. Now, again, part of this will have to move actually into our own budget discussions when we start looking at the budget in March. Right now, what we're looking at is filling a hole that's there and how we fill the hole. Part of it is restructuring how we do business and how we can better do that, whether it is combining departments and having less department heads. I mean, there's a number of those things that we have to look at to see if we can do something better. There's what are we paying in rent for other buildings? Are there things that another place that we should be doing it instead of paying rent? I think all those questions are on the table and have to be asked. And the public needs to have the information to be better informed and to give us their opinion.
Thank you.